fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Ken Lobo, topper.
They run with Hines. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Here we go. Safe. Spine. 64, weak. Check three. Check safety. 45. Alpha. Man, I got you.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Red, 50, plant. 61, matchbox, right.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You got nothing.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch up, switch up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Hines. And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Jets' 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 15 lining, 15 lining. Who's not working? Who's not working? Ready.
To throw on second down. Low. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Here we go. David. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Let's
Devlin will try to power it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James Devlin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Naeem Hines with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Trubisky. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it to Hilton. A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Patriots.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Let's go, son. Here we go. Here we go. That Lobo.
On first down, Hines breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nyheim Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Push him back. Push him back. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 57's the max.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Quentin Williams providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. That's taken on the 25. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Mike 51. I'm coming. Hey, Alpha.
On 1st down, Trubisky. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So we got man.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the slap, watch the slap, watch the slap.
Back to throw. Love. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down now, it's Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nyheim Hines on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, ball. 51, 51. Hey, let's get this. Jim. Ran, go. Check. Watch the motion. Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Love. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Looking to throw. Love. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
First down, Patriots.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Wide. Get wide. Check. Lucky.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. John Simon showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Ran, X3, 218, chopper. Watch the pass. Mike 51. Hey, come on.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Back to throw. Love into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First down.
18. Hey, box truck.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's Hines. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Young Trill is here, baby. Young Trill is here.
At the 41-yard line.
Up, 180. All day, every day, any day. 44 is mine.
Throwing on second down. Trubisky. Caught here by Bell. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
On third down, Love. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. The field. Let's get up.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So they saw the contact. Pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, set. 57. Mike 57. Stay with your man.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, Love. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch safety green. Watch safety.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Duron Harmon. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? all throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Jets have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Rush in.
Now Trubisky. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Trubisky will throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's go. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. 6 man. Red, up. 51 to Mike.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Red, up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, alert.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. 18. Mike 5-4.
Bravo.
Coming.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Olivier Vernon. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and 9 now. Complete to Hilton. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Love. And able to find Dorsett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Back to throw. Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Off the play fake. Love. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
A 36-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now it's Trubisky.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Kill.
Now Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Check. He's checking.
They'll try again with Bell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
25. Check 25. Alert.
Here's Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.